Let's now create the protrusion here. I'm going to go to our right view. Double click my middle mouse to zoom extents. And I'm going to expand our bodies folder. Turning on side handle. Next, I'm going to select this surface and hit delete. And hitting S to grab our model toolbox. I'm going to type in TH and select thicken. I'm going to select this face. So take note, the arrow should be pointing out. Now for the thickness, I'm going to type in 1 and hit OK. Next, I'm going to go to right view. I'm going to hit L to grab our line tool and select this plane. I'm going to zoom in to our thickened face. I'm going to create a line here. Now the length of the line should be 18. Hitting enter. Next, I'm going to select this line and hit X to make this as a construction line. I'm going to reselect our line, right click and select horizontal vertical. And now I'm going to left click and hold to drag this up. Hitting D to grab our dimension. Selecting this construction line and our origin. I'm going to drop our dimension here. I'm going to key in 3.3, hitting enter, hitting escape. Next, I'm going to hit S and type PO, grabbing our point tool, and I'm going to drop our point at the midpoint of our construction line. Hitting escape, hitting D, selecting our midpoint, and selecting our origin. Zooming in, I'm going to drop our dimension here. I'm going to key in 147.5, hitting enter. Next, I'm going to hit S to grab our sketch toolbox, hitting ARC for 3-point arc, selecting this point, and I'm going to left click here, hitting escape. Now I'm going to hit O for offset, selecting this arc. I'm going to type in 1, hitting enter. I'm going to right click to repeat offset, selecting this arc once more, grabbing our slider up. I'm going to key in -1, hitting enter. Next, selecting this mid arc, and I'm going to hit X to make this as a construction line or a construction arc. Hitting S and typing ARC, grabbing our center point arc, selecting this point, and this point. I'm going to zoom in, selecting the end point of our arc, selecting this point, and selecting this point, hitting escape. And now I'm going to hit R and go to feature options, selecting center rectangle. I'm going to create a rectangle that will encompass this whole handle, hitting escape and hitting E for extrude, selecting this profile, operation to be cut, direction to be symmetric, distance to be all. Hitting OK. Going to right view. I'm going to hit M for move, create a window selection. Now I'm going to set our pivot, selecting our origin, and hitting the check mark. I'm going to grab this arrow to the right, and I'm going to key in 100. And finally, hit OK. Now indeed, we have the option to create this as a freeform, but we just opted to create this in parametric. So now I'm going to go to modify, select combine. Now the target body is our frame. For the tool bodies, selecting this protrusion, body 160 and body 159. Make sure new component and keep tools is unchecked. And finally, hitting OK. Next, I'm going to hit F to grab our fillet. Selecting these edges. I'm going to key in 0.5. Selecting this edge. Hitting Control. And finally, selecting this bottom edge. Hitting OK. Inspecting. Model looking nice.